Hello, I'm Josh, and welcome back to more lovely Alan Wake 2. Yay! Uh, for the last week, it's like no matter how much sleep I get, I'm still tired. So that's really fun to experience. Just great. Like, yay! I'm going to have a nice, productive. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Yeah. Tomorrow I plan to see Black Phone 2 because that finally came out and I'm excited to see how that goes. The first movie was good, so I'm, really hoping the second will live up to that and possibly even be better. Although with movie sequels, expecting it to be better is usually going to leave you feeling disappointed. Dora is still nesting, but I've taken away the high calcium diet, returned to the regular diet since he hasn't been laying any more eggs, and his body's recovered, and I have replaced the eggs with fake eggs, to help him go, oh hey, these, oh, now he's walking over like he understood me. Nothing happened with your eggs, Jova. They're still good. Yeah. Please don't poop in your cage. Oh, God. So, I've replaced it with the eggs he laid with fake ones because that just helps his instincts go, oh, I need to abandon this nest. While he's still nesting, he definitely, honestly, is starting to act like he will start abandoning all interest. And once the cockatiel starts abandoning all interest in their eggs, that's when you can take them away. Because if you do that before they're ready, their instinct will be just to lay more eggs until they die, so. Need to work with the bird to make sure they don't kill themselves. Okay, George seems to be going back in. He seems to recently just learned how to open doors. So hang on, just... Okay. Can you get that, Chora? I know you did that earlier. Sorry, I need to make sure about everything. Actually, that's something you can't see, so let's keep you viewers entertained, because Jorah seems to be struggling a little bit. Let's see what little goodies we have. Jorah, I know you can open your cage door because I saw you do it earlier. Okay, we were rushing to find a save spot. So let's go back to the very start here. can't really get a good shot.
Wish the elevator would stop moving.
Well, things working normal in the FBC facility. Yeah, that's going to happen.
This keycard won't get me in.
Worth a try. Oh, I thought that was a door. I'm an idiot.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
By asking nicely? Oh! Danny! Can't just play games, I have to keep track of my burbs too. Oh wait, turn around. Okay, we're going to talk to a few different people after I get a nice little save going on. Also, I can get rid of the little evil fart cloud around, so. Okay. Let's get some dialogue going on.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Oh my god. Can you please not, oh, sorry, banged into the mic there. Like, hey, so, can you please not die so loud? It's throwing me off. Okay, thanks.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
He's got a point.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid
Like writing
creative
fan
exercise.
fiction.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way.
Just
But you
dissing their
could
own
dial
game.
down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
This the most unconcerned fucking person here.
Represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Killer metaphor. This is good stuff. The style's a little clipped, but I can work with that. Short, to the point, visceral metaphors, dark imagery. Government is spreading darkness, trying to control the uncontrollable. It speaks to climate change, oppression, the disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
Initial review, re Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house? The shadow? You need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. But yeah, Booker's got a fucking point of, oh yeah, because, like, it's like the FBC makes a lot of logical sense. More logical than an immersive workshop. Like, I got a point. Thinking, like, right now he has two things to believe. Either it's an immersive writing workshop, which is just insane given the circumstance, or it's this super secret organization that's studying the power of creativity. At least, though, he has a basis for the first thing in reality, while the second one is total lunacy. Like, he has no basis to believe in it, so of course he's going to believe the first one. Assignment. Continue the story from page ID AW002. Match the tone, style, and content of AW002 as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's window. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? He had been at the lake, running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before. Where? Jules! Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. Deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to be with his wife. Okay, it's not gonna be this one. Okay, it was that simple. Shit. Security reminder. Hello. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facilities. Are serious. Seasonal pies. A significant amount of black rock missing. Jules sent out a memo asking us to spy on us. Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. He really did that? Diana is going to slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night, and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me here all alone? We can have weekly gossip calls. Promise. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. 2. Tamitha Booker. Her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker. Less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. See, trying to classify how much art is art. God, like this making everything so fucking scientific that, you know, it goes into neat little boxes is just really counter to how chaotic art can be. Some art honestly just defies any classification. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Wait, signed. Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research. Subject's writing must feature darkness, water, Marmont, Jules and Diana, the Lake House conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? He doesn't even think it's real. Sure, I've seen you open and close that door before. If you want to go into your cage, you're going to need to open and close it yourself. Work order. Wall removal and transport. Location sublevel 2, lane cell. Ordered by Marmont, Jules, co-head of research. Work required. A selection of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sublevel 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Tools required. It is not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Additional details. Hang on a second. Additional details. Important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. Art, writing, painting. What is art? Dance? What about Night Springs? Baking, what about cooking? Baking is an art. So, bullshit. Charts like this. I love it, not art. Bullshit. Oh. I think this would honestly be art because it's the human soul expressing something. In this case, trying to define the undefinable. Is it stupid? Yes. Is it art? Yes. I was watching, I think, Gaming University, a YouTube channel, and when Ed was talking about what he thought the flashlight and darkness represented, they're like, oh yeah, obviously it can't be that. You know, obviously that's the wrong interpretation. The thing is, the Remedy Connected Universe is extremely complicated with layer after layer after layer. And you can't really come to a good conclusion about it without holding all these different layers at once. And even then, it's sometimes easier to focus on one layer at a time because those layers can be really complex. And it's like, oh, it can't be that. It's just like, so this series is really one of the main layers and ways of. I'm just going to do a little save. Here. Just so I have an excuse to talk more and we can move around. But one of the main layers of the series is Sam Lake's perspective, and the thing, and while, you know, Alan Wake 1, 2, and American Nightmare can be analyzed through the lens of generic writing things, Sam Lake comes from a history of working with corporations, and so the darkness being corporations just trying to take more than they can ever give, and just corporations can sort of make doing what you actually love a lot harder. So that corporate interpretation of Ed's is extremely valid and is one of the ways of observing the series. And it's not like, oh, that's wrong. It's like, really? Really?
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test. Trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
And this seems to be very corporate coded. I'm a self-published author, so yeah, so I have very different writing experiences, but this is like a corporation, you know, like say Microsoft saying, oh, we need you to pump all these games out in this way, and they don't give a shit about the artists, the people actually doing the work. They just want to see profit. They just want things done bigger, better, at least what they think is better. So, yeah. I mean, this whole expansion really seems to be all about AI. Gen AI. It's this way of controlling what shouldn't be controlled.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did.
Fuck Hartman.
Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Project Ramus. Subject, condition report, redacted. Background information. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline in painting over the last several months. Initially, this presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude toward art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or a source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. He's experiencing burnout, dude. He needs time to recover. Yeah, I don't work on anyone's deadline but my own, but I still try to pump things at a certain pace. And one of the things I have to constantly worry about is burnout, making sure I don't push myself too hard or too far. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate that there's little new information to gain. Sorry. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. However, the team is concerned. Action to take. Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance. Ugh, God, fuck. This old man that was just tormented by Dr. Hartman now's like had a chance to finally escape, to get back to some normalcy. And then the FBC just fucking abducts him, and Moby, come on out. I just looked over and Jorah has managed to get into his cage. Left the door open a crack, I guess, and Moby was able to go back in. God. Oh my God. Moby has no sense, 0 sense of self fucking preservation. He does not. Okay. Okay. Go. Let's see. Saw an email notification, was just checking if it was actually important. I woke up today with a scammer, but I was like, what if this is real? But some things were just off, and, you know, double checking, it definitely was a scam. Like, oh, you just renewed this one service. There was no showing anything on my bank account. The phone number was not correct. Always double check things if you're unsure, and, you know, just never follow links in an email. Oh my God. No.
My keycard isn't high enough clearance.
It was worth the chance there.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Too many. Catalog of Rudolph Lane Production. Oh, Rudolph Lane Production, like he's a nice little production. Fucking bullshit, dudes. Designation: black circular shape among yellow lines. Description: an uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow-brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and or bleed into black circles. Lone tree at night. A dark green tree pine standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. Empty road in forest. A dark gray streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The gray streak is likely to be a road due to its location, color, and the way its width reduces in line with the perspective. Note: a small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt page retrieval. Okay, this is honestly making me think of a funny behind-the-scenes fact from Lord of the Rings, where I guess these people were interviewing the set, people making the set, and the people making the set were just deciding to be a little bit of an assholes and going, oh yeah, it says this crazy thing. And so, like, the head of set design or whatever gets asked by the reporter, well, what do you think about this whole crazy thing being, you know, written in like Elvish in the background? It's like, what? just like people like looking way too closely and not I don't know why I just think of, I thought of that. Just maybe because this whole thing is fucking insane. Yeah, let's be a immersive writing workshop. That makes more sense, honestly. Yellow crescent shape on blank canvas. A curved yellow shape in a roughly crescent shape painted onto an otherwise empty canvas. Possibly a crescent moon or banana? Unfinished piece? Red, yellow, and green circle. 3 uneven circles on red. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green, roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black-gray, with dark red streaks along the border of the canvas. Possibly a traffic light? Okay, in Control, one of the objects of power you have to deal with is a stoplight where you can only go when it's like green or yellow, and you have to stop when it's red. God, is he seeing? That's the first one of these paintings that really stood out to me. Cityscape with blue-gray sky. Gray vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city, and the bottom third of the canvas with a vivid blue-gray sky. Geometric shapes painted in thin white lines can barely be made out among the colors of the sky. Black void. A deep black void covering the entire canvas with a few small specks of dark or light gray able to be seen on close inspection. Large variety of black spirals. Oh god. I can't remember the name of the manga, but the whole spiral manga. Oh my god. I think that manga scarred me more than I thought it did. A large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to that of a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank inside from the spirals. Brown shape with horns. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extending from the shape. Likely an animal head, possibly a deer or elk. Black background.
Come on.
Okay, I'm going to save again. Let's see. I'm just afraid once I pick up that keycard, shit will start hitting the fan.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Oh shit. Okay, you didn't drop any loot? God, that sucks. What's the fucking point then, huh? 2023 September. From Security and Technical Support Division to all departments. Subject, update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily. Mega convenience. Try using significant personal dates. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers. I made that reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Okay, hang on. Oh wait, this Friday. Fuck. Actually, let's read the whole thing and then I'll start parsing through it. Let's 9/14/23. I made that reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us sleeping together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Have a good day. Well, they banned them for a very good reason, because they saw what shit happens, because their marriage is getting torn apart by what is happening, so they don't want that on anyone else. Okay. Week from Friday. 9/14. I'm 23. I found out what happened to Trisha. Jules fucking fired her. I knew it. She was way too vocal in last week's all hands meeting. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you believe this new password policy? God, what security concerns are they even talking about? We're a fenced off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base number. Then Black Void. Yeah, the Marms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana said Jules' background to big old turd or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you sent in worked. Black Void is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings. I need to get in, or this is going to be a total waste of a Wednesday. 44 is right. So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is? Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary. Plus, brown shape with horns. Love you. I maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. What do you think, people? Do you think seeing a movie means you're dating? In my opinion, in my totally professional opinion, as long as you're seeing the movie as part of a date, then it's a date. But if it's If it's just casually seeing a movie together, friends can do that, okay? Brown shape with horns. Okay. $9.23 round shape with horns. $9.23. $9.23 brown shape with horns. $9.23.25.
That's not right.
Okay. 923.225.
Damn it. Nope.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's Saturday. Fuck. Okay. There's a lot of twos.
Damn it. That's not right. Come on.
Week from Friday.
Nope. That's not right.
No shit, it's not right. If you want to have any other hints, that'd be fucking great, you know?
Damn it. Come on.
$44 is right, so I guess you don't know.
Damn it.
Okay, now choose ways. Okay, I'm fucking stuck here.
Nope.
Okay, let's use the cheat sheet. Anniversary date, Lake House expansion, Alan Wake 2. Second. Alan Wake 2 Lake House expansion walkthrough. Okay. Let's see, oldest house. Okay. Okay. Look outside. 3 sub-level. Painting subject. There's a tape recording. Examine. Brown. Afterwards, read 9/14. 20. Yeah, social. It was a week from Friday. Check out 2023. You're looking for a 22nd. Oh, it was 09, then the date. 09. Okay, I wasn't getting that the 0 needed to be there. Okay, I was getting everything else right. I was wondering why there's like one extra number just like hanging around.
There.
God. Okay, and we are going to save. What was that? Like half the runtime? Just that puzzles aren't my strong suit, okay? I'm always impressed with myself when I can get a puzzle done correctly. Oh my god. Oh shit, wrong way. Directions also are not my strong suit.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
One forward. I need help.
Do a very quick save. I guess we just have to look at all those rooms that were previously locked. ATD progress review. Too much overlap between tone and style. Merge. I mean, tone affects the style. That's the style. Dark, 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 dark. Trees, trees. Yada, yada. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Comprehensibility, yeah. Fuck. Style, fuck. Tone. Eh. How can you tell the tone? The tone would be an F. There is no real tone there. Because you don't have anything comprehensible there. Content is an F. Because there's no content. There's content on a very technical sense only. Words choice good but incomprehensible. No shit. Dark screamed the darkness, a dark reminder of the dark's inner darkness, a well of darkness, a vortex like black paint. Darker and darker and darker, so dark the darkness could hardly see. A dark figure emerged from the darkness, facing the dark. Oh my god, this reminds me of a little bit of my writing before I edit. So if you read my books, read my fanfics, and you're like, hey, Josh is actually a good writer, you have not seen the shit that sometimes goes through a first draft. Oh my god. The horrors. A dark knife glinted in the dark darkly. Dark like the dark eye of a dark raven. Dark feathers rustling in the dark night sky. No moon. The moon had been eaten by the dark. The dark drank it. And the sun! A dark moon rose over the dark sun that had set into the darkest darkness. The darkness stark and darkly, darkening the dark until it dimly darkened. Even the darkest dark. Great. I'm reading this. It's just a game thing. Basically, they're trying to use the whole basis for this expansion is that the FBC is trying to use AI to basically Gen AI to copy Alan Wake's writing style. And it is not good. This second one honestly just broke me. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Hubby came out to check on me. Can even the comprehensibility. D, yeah? I'd say D. Style, C. No comment. Tone, A. It's a much better tone, but I'd maybe do it like a B or a C at most. Content. The content sucks. Refinement plus time equals progress. The rot snail beamed. A wooded grain bent from the owl. Egg male. 4 forms in the glass eye and melt. A cracked page booked through from down and bark. I grow and longer with the lower dark sea. No one found egg male. Wait, this might be saying something. Or my mind just might be shattered. 4 forms in the glass eye. A cracked page from down in bark. I grow and longer with the lower dark sea. Lower dark sea seems to be dark presence, dark place. And I'm only zoning in on the bark because in the Night Springs DLC Timebreaker, there's a part where Shawn Ashmore gets reincarnates as a tree briefly. And so I grow longer with the lower dark sea, just sort of reminds me of that. Again, mine might be broken. Pour during out, he chin, when all scream in blue and enacts vermilion. A day is around, flat across evening. The water murmurs in light bulb trees. Round the cat! The night glares in all streets. The coffee deers run. The night glares in all streets. The dark presence breaks out. The coffee deers run. Oh dear diner. Fear drinks locks by windy cottages and black fires in the same air as the mist heavies in Panic Mountain. Raid. Actually, I would actually rate this comprehensibility like maybe a D or a C. You have to actually know a little bit about the game and actually comprehensibility maybe D. Style, fuck. Tone, fuck. Actually, the content is like the most useful I've seen, so like a D or a C. Style, tone, prioritize over comprehensibility, negative progress. Depending on what you're trying to do with your artwork, sometimes style and tone takes precedence over everything else, depending what your aim is. The dark woods rattled darkly. Flashlight peered into the deep darkness, and the dark shivered. Flashlight scowled. A woodsman came with an axe. The woodsman's teeth screamed. Flashlight screamed too, and was cut in half. Blood mixed with the darkness, a dark blend. Pistol looked at Flashlight in shock. There was nowhere to run, he realized. But he ran anyway. He ran to the deep dark of the woods. The woodsman rattled behind them, bouncing through the trees. Pistol knew it had nowhere to run. Pistol drew his pistol and turned to face his death. The woodsman emerged, and Pistol opened fire. Pistol's pistol flashed in the dark night once, twice, thrice. The woodsman fell with a clatter. Pistol breathed in and out, in and out. Pistol looked at each tree. In and out, he was safe. Pistol grabbed the woodsman's axe and plunged into his pistol to charge it. He went to check on Flashlight. Pistol checked each half of Flashlight. She was dead, and he knew it. Pistol screamed at the trees. The trees screamed back. Comprehensibility B, really? Like D, like maybe C, but nowhere near B. Holy shit. Style, tone, yeah, I got a point. Content, yeah, but comprehensibility. Making progress again. Individual elements are strong, but ATDs lack in awareness, and intention is a blocker. How to correct. Input non-wake ref. Material, source, human subject. Use staff as writers. Risk of data skew. Yeah, anyone can be a writer. Like, anyone can be a writer, but if you're trying to copy a specific style, not everyone can do it, and that's okay. Need more wake reference material. Critical. Oh my god. I think after we observe everything here, yeah, I can't progress anymore.
Had a thought today. Possible avenue for further successfully shifting reality. We always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature...
I'm just afraid something's going to attack me. I'm going to save after this.
describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a, how do you say, blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine, in our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
It must be from Happier Times. Okay, let's do a save. That's why I love her. Yeah, just all this, you know, I love her stuff is just makes the pain of the fact that they're being torn apart like hurt that much more. Oh, fucker. Oh, fuck. Can we let him out?
Need a higher clearance keycard.
God damn it. Okay, wrong way. Got turned around yet again. This shows a rising increase stemming from college. The highest recorded. Sorry if I'm speeding through this. I need to finish up quickly. However, no alert. Teams has been made per the recent amendments to this procedure as specified. The monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either Dr. Marmont has been received. Considering the rate of escalations, that the monitoring team strongly recommends that the AWE response team be contacted immediately. Okay. Where do we go? Where the fuck do we go? Oh God! I'm sorry I forgot about you. Shit. You don't have any higher level clearance, do you? Okay, Lake was involved in Lane was seriously injured. He received medical care for 2 months. After the Cauldron Lake Lodge was seized, recent surveillance confirms that he knows. God damn. Let's confirm that Lane's continues to be part of the deal. Oh, fuck. He like nearly got out. Oh,
My
there
team
we
was
are.
on sub-level 1. I knew they were in danger. The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Fuck, that is a good fucking line there. Oh no.
Sub-level 1.
Oh fuck.
Ugh, you fucking bastard!
Actually, we're actually going to stop the game here because it is getting a little late. I have been getting hungry, so yeah, we're just making sure where the game's saved. And tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, Sunday, we will get to more of the chaos.
Ugh, you fuck.
So anyways, before I leave, here is my streaming schedule for the near future. Late tonight, I will be streaming more of Avowed. So if you're having trouble getting to sleep, maybe you just need the sounds of Avowed to lure you to sleep. I had something to say, but lost. And tomorrow I will be playing more of my commentary stream of Skyrim, because tomorrow I am going to be seeing the Black Phone 2, so I won't really have time to do this stream. So thank you everyone who watched, who came with this insanity. Sorry these streams take so long, especially when I am shit at puzzles. Until next time, whenever that may be, goodbye.